everyone. Today we will be solving equations using the power property of logarithm. So if you, I have placed the formula right here for power property. There is a video on this that talks about how we got this equation right here. I will put that the link of that video in the description box below. And here we also need the this property of logarithm. I mean, changing exponential to logarithm and back, logarithm to exponential form. So again, there are videos that I will put the link of those videos in the description box below. Okay, so let's take the first example right here. So we're supposed to solve for x. So the first step that we are going to do here is to divide both sides by 4. So our target is solve for x. What is that exponent over there? So we divide both sides by 4. So I'm going to divide this by 4 here. I'm going to divide this by 4. So then the we can cross out the 4 and the 4 right here. So I am left with 3 to the power. So that's 3 to the power x plus 1 equals 20 divided by 4 is 5. Now the next step that we're going to do is to use the power property of logarithm. So I'm going to log both sides. So this is going to come out log of 3 to the power x plus 1 equals the log of 5. So I already logged both sides. So if I log one side, I log the other side. The next thing that we're going to do is to use this power property. This exponent will go to the front of the log. So this will come out to be x plus 1. And then that is log of 3 is equal to the log of 5. And our target is to solve for x. So that means we are going to divide both sides by, I want the x by itself over there. So I'm going to divide both sides by log of 3. So divide this by log of 3. So then the log of 3 and the log of 3 are crossed out. So then we are left with x plus 1 equals log of 5 over log of 3. And the next step that we are going to do is to subtract both sides because we want x by itself. So we are going to subtract 1 from both sides, minus 1 here. So I will show the work on the other side over here. So then our equation would come out to be, so again, we subtract 1 from both sides. So this one is, we can get rid of the 1 and the 1 here. So that means our x is equal to log of 5 over log of 3 minus 1. So this is our x value. Now, we want this in decimal form. To do this, we are going to use the calculator. We set up the calculator to find the value of the x. So that is log of 5, close parentheses, divided by log of 3, close parentheses, equals minus 1. And this is our x. So I'm gonna write that up here. So the decimal version for this is 0.4649735,207. So this is the decimal version for this. Now let's move on to the second example. So this second example right here is a little different from the first one because the first one has the exponent, the x is actually on the exponent. This second example, the x is actually the base. So they're pretty much the same thing, the same process. First, we divide both sides by 5. So I'm going to divide this by 5 here. Then I will divide this by 5 so that I can cross out the 5 and the 5. Okay, so I'm left now with x to the 7th equals 30 divided by 5 is 6. Now, what I would do is I will log both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and say log of x to the 7th equals log of 6. Now, the power property of logarithm, whatever's the exponent, you put it in front. So this can be rewritten as 7 log of x equals log of 6. We want x by itself, so we are dividing both sides by 7. So I'm going to divide this by 7. I will divide this by 7 so that I can cross the 7 out. I am left with log of x, so that is log of x is equal to the log of 6 over 7. Now, here's the thing that we talked about in the previous lesson that we did on logarithm. Remember that there is an invisible base of 10 here. So that's an invisible base of 10. Every time, no matter what, the 10 is invisible. It's right there. If it's not there, there's a 10 there. It's invisible. So from here, we can change this back into exponential form. So that would be 10 to the exponent log of 6 over 7 is equal to x. And this is our value for x. Now, let's change this to its decimal form to better understand what this is. So to do that, that would be x is equal to, so I will go ahead and type that into the calculator. That is 10 to the exponent log of 6, close parentheses, divided by 7. And this is the value for the x. So that would be 1.291708,342. So this is the other value for x. Okay, now let's check this by putting this back into the equation. So we're going to use this equation right here, and we will check if this really works. So that would be 5 to the 5 parentheses 1.291708,342 to the power 7. And we are testing it if is this equal to 30. So let's check, let's put this into the calculator. So that's 5 parentheses 1.291708,342 to the exponent 7. So let's see what this is. I'm expecting this to be 30. So let's see if that is 30. And so it's 29.99, and that is roughly equal to 30. So then our value for x is correct. It's gonna be this one. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more math videos. See ya!